Hey everybody, this is Juan from the Byte team. I'm here to talk about the WWE Network because apparently it's not only a place to watch pay-per-views. They actually have pieces of original content such as the Monday Night War, which, believe it or not, talks about the Monday Night War. Now, it's not to be confused with the documentary that came out a couple of years ago that, although it talked about the same topic, obviously a documentary is bound to have its limitations. You know, whether it be 1, 2 to 3 hours long, you're bound to have to crop out a couple of things that you want to talk about simply because of time constraints. So, in short, that's what the Monday Night War is. It's basically each episode is a documentary, but because they don't have that time limitation, even though each episode is about an hour to an hour 10 minutes long, they focus on specific subjects. Because when I first started watching, the first couple of episodes basically summarized what happened in the Monday Night War. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, is this it? Like, I mean, we know this, and we've gotten packages like this before. But then as the episodes kept progressing, you see things such as, you know, how big, how important Mick Foley was, how Stone Cold came to be. Episodes such as the Goldberg one that explains the whole creation of Goldberg, the Cruiserweight's involvement in WCW. So each episode dedicates a lot of time to that, with interviews with wrestlers that were involved at that time, such as Goldberg, such as Stone Cold Steve Austin. And you also get to hear a current crop of superstars, such as Daniel Bryan, John Cena, and even CM Punk, who was still involved with the WWE at the time. Now, for those that watch the interviews, you'll see a little bit of an inconsistency because I guess they recorded these interviews over time, and guys like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan in particular, you'll see that their beard gets longer, shorter, longer hair, then all of a sudden they're bald, and then long hair again in the same episode. But you know what? Just worry about the message that they're saying, because Monday Night War is amazing. They pull the curtain. This is not in kayfabe terms. So if you hear Goldberg being interviewed, it's going to be Bill Goldberg, the person, talking about the character. Stone Cold talks about Steve Austin. You know, Chris Jericho talks about his frustrations in WCW, going into the WWE, all the backstage heat he got. So it is really awesome just to hear all this stuff. And because you don't have that pressure of a documentary that has to talk about everything in an hour to an hour and a half, you actually just get to enjoy it. And like I mentioned, because there's that mixture of wrestlers that were involved back then and wrestlers that are active right now, you get that balance of a lot of guys that effectively became wrestlers because of the Attitude Era. And you get to hear Daniel Bryan talking about how awesome he thought Stone Cold was, that character, everything that it is he did. And another great thing, Ted, is that it's not just about interviews. If they're talking about when the NWO took over, they, take a little break and just show you the footage. If it's a promo that they're talking about, they're going to show you that. If they're mentioning a specific moment in a match, much like Goldberg episode when he wrestled Steven Regal, they actually cut to the match and you actually get an interview from William Regal talking about everything that was happening in there. So it's almost like a shoot interview meets documentary, meets so many things that I am just hooked on this. And I really hope that once this ends, because eventually they're gonna run out of things to talk about, that they take this format and talk about other things. You know, they can even talk about the Ruthless Aggression Era. And if there's anything else that you think they should definitely do, I'm just curious. Let me know by leaving a comment below, as well as tell me about your favorite Monday Night War episode. Right now, mine's stuck between either Goldberg or the Cruiserweights, because I love the Cruiserweights, Rey Mysterio, Psychosis, Juventud, and Goldberg. A character that was so over, yet during that documentary, he basically talks about that, you know what, I had no intentions of topping Steve Austin. He wasn't even that big of a wrestling fan. So it's just a bunch of stuff that we may know, we may not know, but the way that it's edited, it's put together, it's outstanding. It's worth the $9.99 that the network's for, and you get everything else. So I'm not gonna really get into that whole Triple H thing, but yeah. Let me know about your favorite episode by leaving a comment below. Remember to check out the podcast, available every single Tuesday night. It's available right here on YouTube, on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, our official website that you gotta check out, bytethat.com. So until next time, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up, and we'll be back with many more videos here on our YouTube channel.